awesome, absolutely awesome.
I love it when a plan comes together. Definitely worth a look. Yeah, it was well on par.
Alright, hello everybody, how are you doing? So today is Sunday. Yes, it is Sunday, that's correct. The 16th of December. And although I've seen this movie 3 times already, I thought, well, it'd be best to actually review it after I've seen it the 3rd time. So then that is obviously The Hobbit An Unexpected Journey. This is like the prequel to The Lord of the Rings. Now initially, when Peter Jackson announced that he was making this movie, well, first of all there was a lot of money issues, production issues, all that sort of stuff, but eventually when they kicked off making a movie, Peter Jackson said he was just going to make 2 movies out of the book, even though it was just 1 book, I believe. And then because he was adding so many extra stuff into the films, he decided, I'm going to make 3. So we've got a trilogy on our hands. So the second part, which is The Desolation of Smaug, is out next year in December, and then the 3rd part, which is There and Back Again, is out July of 2014. So interesting times are coming, people. And what is there to say about The Hobbit Unexpected Journey? Well, I have to admit, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was just so surreal watching this after watching all the Lord of the Rings, because obviously being a prequel, you kind of know what has happened up until, you know, the Lord of the Rings kind of thing. But well, at least by the end of the Return of the King. But it was very interesting to see. You've got Martin Freeman as the young Bilbo, Ian McKellen back as Gandalf, Richard Armitage as the leader of the Dwarf Pack, who is Thorin Oakenshield. Then you've got the characters known as Philly, Killy, Oin, Gloin, Gwalin, Barlin, Biffa, Boffa, Bomba, Dori, Nori, and Ori. Didn't do too badly now, did I? So yeah, those are the dwarves, and basically it's 13 dwarves trying to reclaim back their homeland of Erebor, the Lonely Mountain, which has been taken over by this evil dragon known as Smaug. And the way that the film opens, it pretty much gives you a background history regarding the dwarves and how they used to live their life, and the king of the dwarves at the time, which was Thrall, who is grandfather to Thorin. You know, it was just really good to see that occur. We even got to see Moria for a bit, and we see that how pretty much Thorin becomes his nickname, Thorin Oakenshield, which I thought was pretty good. So the only way they can do this quest is with the help of Gandalf, but at the same time they need someone who can be unseen should they choose to, and this is where Bilbo comes in. Unbeknownst to him that he was going to be the 14th member of the party that they were going on this quest. It was very, very good to see how Martin Freeman portrays Bilbo, because we've all seen Ian Holm do it, because even the movie opens up with Ian Holm as Bilbo starting to write his story and everything, and then you've got Elijah Wood back as Frodo. They're both having a lovely little conversation between themselves, and just you can just feel how well I say there's a lot of heart, there's emotion as well, but at the same time you feel, you know, you just feel like you're on edge at times where you're watching this movie. And I think for me the pinnacle of the movie that for this particular film was when Gollum appeared. I think everybody who watched the movie would have just been really happy to have seen Gollum. And before I even mention what happened between him and Bilbo, can I just say that I think it's about time that Andy Serkis was either knighted or at least given an Oscar. I mean, just nominate the guy for Best Actor or Best Supporting Actor or whatever. Just give him something for his recognition as Gollum. I mean, just watching the movie and you see the way that he portrays the character is just brilliant. I mean, yes, we've seen it in Lord of the Rings, but it was just really different seeing it this time around in The Hobbit. There was something very, very more interesting about it, just something more, I don't even know what word I'm trying to think of, but it was very just emotional, really, because it was comical, because he had comedy into it, I have to admit. Between him and Bilbo there was comedy, and then as it got to the point of where Bilbo was trying to find a way out from where he was stuck, because they're under the Goblin Mountain, and so pretty much the dwarves have been captured by the goblins. Bilbo's stuck with with Gollum, and he's trying to find his way out, and it's just you do actually towards the end of this particular segment you actually start to feel sorry for Gollum. And there were parts in obviously the Lord of the Rings trilogy where you did feel sorry for him, but here when you actually see, just look at the emotion in his eyes and you really do feel for him. It really was just heart-wrenching at some point. But as I say, we also see the return of Lord Elrond, played by Hugo Weaving. Kate Blanchett is back as Galadriel. Sir Christopher Lee is back as Saruman. Sylvester McCoy plays another wizard, Radagast Brown, which is good, or Radagast Brown rather. There's a massive silver orc that plays what I think could be an important part throughout the trilogy, especially with Thorin anyway. That particular orc is called Azog. So again, history between him and Thorin is mentioned in the film, but you have to find out what that history actually is. But again, like I say, overall, really, really good, very well done. I think Peter Jackson is happy that he's finally been able to release the film. Now we just have to wait for next year's sequel and see where that takes us. And I'm actually very looking forward to it. So yeah, so there we go. So that was it, people. The Hobbit An Unexpected Journey. 13 dwarves, a hobbit and a wizard on their way to the Lonely Mountain. It's going to be good. Can't wait. See you later. Bye.